Hey guys, I'm your host Breaker, and we're on episode 7 of the show. And today we're going to do a little flashback. So come along with me and enjoy the ride while we flash back to the year 1999, where we have, you guessed it, Spurs Knicks NBA Finals and NHL Stanley Cup Final. We have Stars Sabres, both from the two same states on opposite sides. And to recap stuff up, we have our legend Mike Modano and Brett Hull, and we have our other side. We have Dominic Hasek, and the Stars won in Game 6, triple OT, crazy win. That was amazing for not only Stars history, but also for NHL history, as it was the last Stanley Cup championship to be won in the 1900s, or even in that range between the year 1000 and 2000s. So, big year. And if you're a kid, you're probably on this curb of the sidewalk or street, and you're probably sipping Kool-Aid and riding a skateboard with your friends. And just before summer, you got the NBA Finals, Cup Finals, and NBA Finals. You got Knicks and Spurs, which are the teams we have this year in the NBA Finals. A little recap of that. So, to recap the 1999 one, Spurs beat the Knicks in 4 games. Or, no, 5 games. Sorry about that. And so, but the Stars were also in the Cup. So if you're kind of a little superstitious, maybe the Spurs don't win because the Stars aren't in the Cup. I don't know. So this year we have Vegas and Carolina in the Cup final, which will be another topic later in this episode. So, going back to the flashback, we have big players. I mean, I guarantee you a lot of the NBA players back then, Larry Bird, MJ, they couldn't even imagine Wemby's height. Victor Wembanyama is a freak of nature. He is not from Earth. But he is a crazy player. He did Navy SEAL training right before the NBA Finals. Crazy dude. He's amazing. I like him. He's a really good player. And he's massive. So, great for basketball. It's a safe guess if you see a guy that size that he plays basketball. And over on the hockey side, I mean, back then it was a lot more physical. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Scott Stevens hits on Paul Chiara, and a bunch of tough guys emerged. Claude Lemieux, R.I.P. brother, fly high. And let's just take a moment of silence for him. Thank you guys for that. Anyways, the reason why I mentioned Claude Lemieux, he was the tough guy of the league back then. He was the guy you do not want to mess with. Although, there were some guys that matched up with him. Claude Lemieux is definitely the bigger guy. I will just say that. But, yeah. Our hearts out to the Lemieux family. We're gonna support you as much as possible, and keep going. You guys got this. So shout out to the Lemieux family, and fly high, Claude. Anyways, continuing with the show to now in the NHL, it's still physical. I mean, Braden Point's knockout punch on Sikorsky was not unseen. And then the crazy he hit a emote on him, which was more crazy. He hit the night Steph Curry like this on that guy. I mean, that's just it's funny. So, anyways, let's stop making jokes and let's keep talking about this. But anyways, my thought of the NBA Finals this year. I think the Spurs got this. I mean, Brunson and the Knicks, they just seem like they get an early lead and can't really maintain it. As I've seen just from this first quarter of the game so far. But I just think Spurs got it. And Cup final, Vegas taking game 1. That was a long game. It's going to go 7 games. I'm calling Vegas in 7. I just think Vegas has such a better, more depth team. Although if they're not careful with injuries and IR, Carolina can bite them. So, going on to the flashback, we're in the 1999 year, and I mean, you got Nintendo 64, PlayStation. It's amazing, and you're watching all these games, and that is really a really nice time for sports. I mean, I'm a diehard Stars fan. Still waiting on our cup, so let's keep it coming, Stars. Shout out Dallas Stars. But anyways, enough of me talking, and flashback. Let's now rewind to the future. Stanley Cup final action. We talked about it a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago. But Stanley Cup final action, again, more depth on Vegas. Coaching, Tortorella is good for playoffs, but they might want to get rid of him soon after the season because he has a history of making players not like each other. Not with the coach, but player to player. And so with the NBA Finals, I'm saying the Spurs are going just because the Spurs they know the pressure situations. And Victor Wembanyama, like, the dude is like 7 foot something. He's monstrous. He's a foot taller than everybody else on the team. So, I really think they have a good shot. But we'll see how it pans out. And pretty much everything. However, I will want to say this. I don't know if you guys remember my good friend on the show. Not here with us today, but he'll be back. And we are searching for a new name for him. A new cool code name. And so, if you have any suggestions, pop them down in the comments. Anyways, I just want to bring up this really quickly. Going into cards, I know we talked a lot about sports already, but going into the cards, value bins. A lot of people do them, and not a lot of people do them right. I'll give you a quick lowdown on the value bins. Hey, here's our value bin. We're going to be doing a show soon, and what I do is I like to put the little labels, like I have hockey $1, hockey $2 right here, hockey $3, hockey $4, and then I will do sometimes with a wider range of cards that just are so small, each dollar to put in a single slot. I just put them all together, like $5 to $14. I have these 2 autos back here for 13 and 14. So those I just put in there to kind of like, I want to sell them, but you got to make it smart. You got to sell them smart. Work smarter, not harder. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all to it. However, I will say, always double check every price in your value bins. That's how people find gems, because they lower the price and they go back up. And so what they'll do is they'll find the cards that were low, but you forgot to put them at a high price because you forgot you had them, and then they buy them. And then you can't really do much about it. they grade it, they get mega payday. Trust me, you guys want to make sure you do this. I will be coming out with a video on 101 card show, how to do it. And I will make sure I share some major key tips to getting sales and what to do and what not to do at card shows. So that's pretty much it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Breaker, and I am out of here.